Out the way real quick. So on the subject of these gatekeepers and people that was actually with the passion that came in the game that kind of dipped off and got out of the game because there was so many agendas and stuff like that. What comes to mind with some of the people looking up over the years was Ice Cube, Tupac, Kanye West. Let's get into it, how they tried to even program him back in the 90s, like similar to what they did to Kanye. Similar to what they did to Tupac, all the other shit like that. Let's get it.
Man that happens to be Jewish. If this man was green, then I would still talk about it. If he was black, I would still talk about him.
I guess what hurts Jewish people is the fact that you have to say he's Jewish. Why not just say Jerry Heller? What you end up doing is saying, okay, this guy's a Jew, and you just sort of said it in your answer to this young man. You said, well,
pay attention to like the level of programming.
Is the Simon Wiesenthal Center saying it's okay for people like Jerry Heller and Jewish managers to essentially exploit young black men? I don't think anybody would say that, but the question, is it okay for Jerry Heller and Jewish managers?
This TV is nonsense sometimes.
Is every manager who is white Jewish? Is every manager of
what type of question is that?
No,
she said,
no,
is
no,
every manager that's white Jewish? What are you talking about?
Backs the Jewish community.
Well, it speaks out for
what
what it perceives as discrimination.
No, what I'm saying is this. You know, every time I watch the news, the perpetrators always identify. If they can't use their names, they identify them. Young black male, this. Young white male, that. Female, this. All I'm doing is identifying the perpetrator who I felt did me wrong. For my record?
No, if somebody took you literally, took those words and didn't see them as poetry or an expression of general anger and said, okay, I'm going to go shoot the Jew.
Taking rap music.
You see how she try to be subtle with that nonsense?
It's like taking TV literally. You have TV programs and you have the news. With rap music, you have the same thing. Of course, the TV programs are in most parts fiction, and the news is real. And with my record, you have both. You have the news and you have the fictional things that happen, and that's a part of life in a lot of cases.
So it'd be pretty dumb to...
It'd be pretty dumb to follow the fake lyrics. Yes. Let's get to this one, too.
Things you've done. What if the lyrics are, say, about brutality to women, against women? What if the lyrics are anti-Semitic?
That's what they say.
What if the lyrics are, in a sense, a threat or suggesting killing police? And if it comes from the heart, that's not enough to judge it, is it?
Well, no.
Well, they always trying to program me when they ask you a damn question.
You can look at
that's why I don't be like
rap
it.
lyrics, and then I say, okay, if you question
everybody be lucky he ain't Kanye, because Kanye would have cooked on him.
In Terminator, and in movies like Heat, where they show visually
violence
against police. I think that's a part of America. I think America it's in our chromosomes to just be addicted to sex and violence, and to have the kids to come up and they're seeing that and they're gonna write about it and they're gonna love it and they're gonna buy it, and that's what's gonna turn them on.
One artist will try to outdo the other artist to sell more albums or more movies to more kids.
Oh yeah, definitely. You got artists out there. I'm not gonna sit here and say that all artists have.
This is programming, because you see how he's trying to act like he don't know what's going on.
Slate,
even Ice Cube got to play dumb, because people are trying to play with you like that.
So you're gonna have people who capitalize on stuff that we started.
On the
no cap. Look at this.
And another thing
even with this, what we was always thinking.
My man, let my man Q say what he got to say. Stop cutting him off. And when he says something, you keep
just
running
like that
wild
Kanye
with
shit.
it. Let him speak. Let him say what he want to say.
Pay attention to her.
Power to you, man. Cleveland loves you. Peace.
Thank you.
Okay, listen, I can't help it. I just run wild with it too, Cube. I'm sorry. We have Sharon from Mississippi.
Oh, right.
You see, she's playing, brothers is playing. They're trying to like program him though. So you would see that Cube been going through this even back in the 90s. Nigga, this was like fucking 30 years ago. So for him to go through that shit to now, we was like, oh, is he this, is he that? Now I know he had the album covers and stuff like that too. War and Peace. These albums was classic though. One Eye Symbolism, So could have been playing off of that as well. One Eye Symbolism on that. Laugh Now, Cry Later. One of our symbolism again. So it was kind of strange when I seen him jump on the scene as a political figure. Not to say that he had no smarts on the political shit. He kept it strictly in the music, the form of expression. But when they asked him a question, he articulated himself to a high level. So I appreciate that, and I can't play him off of that. That's right here, predictive programming as well. Now your boy did it. This motherfucker's a gatekeeper. But, you know, we're going to leave that right there. Even with this. So you got some people that could be on the path of following the agendas and reeling the people in, even like Snoop Dogg. When Snoop Dogg got this, paying tribute to Ice Cube. One of, what was the album called? It wasn't Lethal Injection. It was, Death Certificate, the Death Certificate album. So, you know, he got Trump, you know, foot tag on that motherfucker. But y'all let me know what y'all think of this jump, bro. Because Ice Cube programmed back in the day. That's how they did Kanye West. Or they tried to. And then they tried to, you know, label him as an anti-Semitist and things like that. And he inspired people like Tupac as well. Because they had studio sessions. That was pretty interesting as well. So, you know, you have people that study from certain people. Because Tupac studied Ice Cube. Ice Cube was very outspoken. And all of that passion, all that aggressiveness, he left it in the music. But we call him a legend. And, you know, I consider him a legend. Looks like Tupac, a legend. So, you know, but we've seen some of these people sell out. So I can't, you know, like Ice Cube stepped off the scene. And he still kept it the same way. Because like I said, that's why it's important to bring up these clips right here. Because he's from the 90s and things of that nature. And he was speaking about that shit. Let's make it correlate. You know what I'm saying? Let's not even just be on here just on no cap. Because we don't do no cap. Go to YouTube and then we go to Ice Cube interviews, man. Turn it down, Tupac role in Poetic Justice. You could have had that role too? Damn. I didn't even know that. Nah, I ain't never gonna put an Oprah jump. You know, Oprah was trying to program him. Let's see this.
We're talking about this just briefly, John.
You know, Oprah
at the beginning of the film, before there's really any opening credits or anything, the title comes up and it says,
1 out of 17 black American males will be murdered each year, and most of them at the hands of another black male.
Is that why you did the film?
Yeah, actually. I did the film actually to show how the difference between what a responsible, you know, open-minded black man would do in raising his son, and so I could contrast that to the way, you know, his son's two friends would be raised just by their mother. Mm-hmm. And what we show in this film, you know, there's a mother in the film who raises her two sons, and one she overly loves, and he becomes irresponsible and a teenage father. And the other one she doesn't love enough, and he becomes a gangster. Mm-hmm. And that's Dope Boy, that's Cube's character. Yeah.
Do you call they call you Cube, Ice Cube, Cube?
Ice Cube is Cube.
Cool. Yeah. And so, when I suppose that you come to this film on two different levels. You come as an actor.
So Ice Cube's seen a lot in his game, bro.
You have your own concerns.
Winning this shit since the 80s.
Yeah. You know, this film hit me, you know. It's like I'm a part of all three characters, you know what I mean? Because I play sports and I did well.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm not feeling this fuzziness. That's that old shit. Hell no. Let's see if we can find one more, bro.
What, he'd just call you in there?
Yeah,
what?
Like, come in here, you know. And you know, you be sitting there like, yeah, what's up? You know,
yeah. Really?
Definitely.
This is just his way of like, come in here, you're going to talk to me.
Yeah, this is bonding, I guess. You know? Yeah.
Yeah, so, and that's in the movie? You put that in the movie?
Yeah, it had to. It's funny, man.
What did your dad, but what about your dad? Your dad sees the movie. Does he have, you know, words with you afterwards about that?
Oh, yeah, he tells me, come on in the bathroom, we got to talk to you about the movie. You know? Yeah.
I'm going to talk to you about putting me... What about,
so the one thing we can say...
What about guys from the neighborhood, your old neighborhood? Did you borrow those characters and put them in the film, too?
Yeah, you know, we got the bully
of
the neighborhood. I ain't going to say his name because he going to know I've been scared of him all these years, you know. So I ain't going to say his name, but, you know, he's in there.
And what was this? This is a real guy, a real bully from your childhood. What was he like?
He was a bully, you know. take your money, take your, you know.
Take everything?
Take everything.
Every neighborhood has one.
Every neighborhood.
So that guy's in the movie. Are you worried this guy's gonna, you know, realize it's him? I mean, where do you think he is now?
I mean, he's scheduled to be released in about 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you know. So he's doing well. At least you know where he is.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, we got to show a. We want to show a clip. I understand you brought a clip. You need to set this up.
Yeah, definitely. This is where I'm trying to get with the finest girl in the neighborhood. I asked my sister for help. She won't give me no help. And my mother kind of, you know, tells me that I don't have any Mac game.
All right. Let's take a look at this.
Let's check it out.
Dana, roll it.
Yeah.
Your dad is not going to be happy. That's like the running thing with your dad?
Oh, yeah. You couldn't go in there for about 35
but your dad's going to get really mad if he starts getting, like, recognized on the street. Like, oh, yeah, you're the guy in the bathroom.
Oh, man, he's happy. You know, he's happy, you know. Long as I'm doing good, he's happy. Yeah,
well, you're doing real good. Listen, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have more with Ice Cube, so stick around. We'll see you in a minute.
Well, what you notice from this, and we're going to end it right here. Ice Cube always kept his composure. He was always chill. When it was time for him to turn up, he turned up. And that's what I actually respect. Because, you know, we seen the opposite side. We seen the fucking Kanye, like, they had so much programming that should have made you snap. But they had the same type of effect that Ice Cube had to deal with. He just knew how to deal with it more because he'd been in the game more. He kind of had those other people around him as well. And he's seen the ins and outs and things of that nature. He took a step back from the game. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. And we'll come back with something else, man. Peace, y'all.